8th of March today, the 112th International Women's Day. The day is being observed by organizing various programs in Nepal as well. According to the World Bank report titled Women, Business and the Law 2022, Nepal made the fastest progress among South Asian countries in closing gender-biased gaps. But still, the report added that women worldwide have just 3/4 of the legal rights of men. Good morning, I'm Abhyuday Shrestha, and these are the headlines of the hour. Prices of daily consumables skyrocket in just a month. The public continue to bear the brunt of inflation as authorities remain mere spectators. Nepal's embassies in around 20 countries without ambassador. Experts say the scenario denting the country's image in the international community. Ukraine claims Russia's continued attack has hampered efforts to rescue civilians. Russia warns a Western ban on its oil imports may prompt the closure of the main gas pipeline to Germany. And Tottenham thrashed Everton 5-0 to increase Everton's growing relegation fears. Spurs maintain their own top 4 aspirations. It's 8th of March today, the 112th International Women's Day. The day is being marked by organizing various programs in Nepal as well. Rights for women have been ensured as fundamental rights in the Constitution of Nepal. The Constitution has ensured proportionate and inclusive participation of women in all state bodies, along with right to property. The International Women's Day became a mainstream global event following its adoption by the United Nations in 1977. The earliest version was purportedly a Women's Day organized by the Socialist Party of America in New York City on February 28, 1909. According to the World Bank report titled Women, Business and the Law 2022, Nepal made the fastest progress among South Asian countries in closing gender-based gaps. But still, the report added that women worldwide have just 3/4 of the legal rights of men. The price of daily essentials have been rising with each day. Suppliers and vendors have been increasing the prices of goods arbitrarily, citing the Russia-Ukraine war and the increase in supply costs, among others. The government and concerned authorities have meanwhile remained mere spectators. More in this report.
Consumer rights activists say the hike in prices of daily consumable goods is unnatural given there are no obstructions in the supply chain. However, sellers have created an artificial hike, and now the general public have felt a direct impact of the rise in prices. The prices for pulses, grains, cooking oil, sugar and rice, among others, have skyrocketed in recent time over the pretext of the Russia-Ukraine war. The price for rice has gone up by up to 200 rupees per sack, while some pulses have seen a hike of 70 rupees per kilogram in just 1 month. Likewise, the price for bitter gourd that was 150 rupees last week has risen to 240 rupees. Cauliflower, which was available for 30 rupees, has become dearer by 40 rupees. Chilies used to cost 100 rupees per kilo and now cost 250 rupees. Cooking oil that cost 220 rupees a month ago now cost around 300 rupees. Traders also say the rise in price is a consequence of the rise in prices of petroleum products and exchange rates. However, this comes in contradiction to the fact that the government has not hiked supply costs. In this scenario, consumers have alleged of a nexus between the government authorities and the traders.
In this context, in our Public Voice segment, we had asked locals in several provinces how the market inflation has affected them. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
Public Voice.
सामान्य दाल नुन त्यसको भाउ बढेको छ
आम्दानी भन्दा खर्च बढी भएपछि त मान्छेलाई समस्या त छ नि त
ग्राहकहरु आउनुहुन्छ र सामानको मूल्य सोध्नुहुन्छ फर्की जानुहुन्छ
हामीले सोच्छु के यतिमा पाउँछ भनेर त्यहाँ पुग्दाखेरि रेट बढाइदिन्छ
यो महँगी बढेको देख्दाखेरि यस्तै हुने हो भने हामी भोकमरीले सबै मरिन्छ
खर्च धान्न मुस्किल भइरहेको छ
घर व्यवहार चलाउन गाह्रो भयो
बाँच्न गाह्रो भएको छ हामीलाई
Some 20 Nepalese embassies and missions are without ambassador for the past 3 months due to the indifference and lack of consensus among political parties. The posts have remained vacant since the incumbent coalition government called back ambassadors for 10 countries, including the US, UK, Israel, and Qatar, appointed by the then government led by CPN-UML chair KP Sharma Oli. Foreign affairs experts opine this weak diplomatic practice has sent a negative message in the international community and shows political instability and how the government lacks the ability to make decisions. Nepal has embassies in 30 nations and diplomatic missions in 3 other countries. The direct impact of the weak diplomacy has been felt in the case of the ongoing Russia-Ukraine conflict, where the government has failed to collect accurate data and rescue Nepalese living in the war zone. Meanwhile, Minister for Foreign Affairs Naran Khadga has said the government will soon conclude the pending appointments of the ambassadors. Speaking at a press conference at the ministry yesterday, Minister Khadga also informed of a high-level visit to Nepal of a state leader of a foreign country in a few months, however, did not disclose further details. The minister also said the government has initiated dialogue to open the Rasuagari and Tatopani borders with China that have been closed since the COVID pandemic. The minister also informed 533 Nepalese have reached safer grounds in other countries from war-torn Ukraine. One of the 5 individuals found unconscious at Danapawa of Ramkot in Nagarjun Municipality, Kathmandu, have passed away. The Metropolis Police Circle, Swayambhu, has identified the deceased as 33-year-old Swarnaman Pradhan. Pradhan was declared dead by doctors after he was taken to Manmohan Hospital for treatment. 62-year-old Indira Maya Pradhan, 38-year-old Bhimman Pradhan, 35-year-old Mandira Pradhan, and 11-year-old Supriya Pradhan of the same family, who were also found unconscious, are undergoing treatment at the same hospital. Police have suspected the attempt of mass suicide by intaking poison in this case. Only on Sunday, 5 members of a family, including a 2-day young newly born baby, had died in Lalitpur because of asphyxiation. It's time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
Here's the question. What do you think of the stranded plans to expand the Bir Hospital? Your options are A, hasty decision, B, sluggish implementation, and C, lack of budget. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B, or C, and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. And now, before wrapping up, here's a look at the top stories once again. Prices of daily consumables skyrocket in just a month. The public continue to bear the brunt of inflation as authorities remain mere spectators. Nepal's embassies in around 20 countries without ambassador. Experts say the scenario denting the country's image in the international community. Ukraine claims Russia's continued attack has hampered efforts to rescue civilians. Russia warns a Western ban on its oil imports may prompt the closure of the main gas pipeline to Germany. And Tottenham thrash Everton 5-0 to increase Everton's growing relegation fears. Spurs maintain their own top 4 aspirations. And that's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.